What?
What page are you to?
This is page 55. Page 55. So if you go back to the note that we what we did, we talked about the mean, the mode, and the median. So now we are looking at now in a situation whereby, in fact, we are looking at a relationship that actually help you to find the mode, or a relationship that help you to find the median. So this is like a formula, right? So for instance, in a case whereby a median is assumed and the mean is assumed, and then you are looking for the mode, then you can use this formula to get that. What you can do is just substitution, substitute, and you get that, right? So as you're going on, you understand. So now, what this relationship mean is like, when a distribution is not perfectly like it when your data when talk about distribution is how your data is being distributed. I'll be using Excel to be explaining the whole data stuff, right? I'll be using Excel to explain that.
Is it too early to ask a question?
You say?
Is it too early to ask a question?
Ask the question.
Okay, what do they mean by unimodal frequency curve?
The what? Okay, in a situation where we have a unimodal frequency curve, right? Hello.
Hear you.
So sorry, your question again.
You are starting from 2.3, right? Page 55.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm seeing here that there's a unimodal frequency curve. Mean minus mode equals 3 brackets mean minus median.
Okay.
What
So
you just said,
okay, so now this is actually sorry. I'm actually when I get to the point where I'm going to explain this thing to you, because when we are talking about the skewness of a data, then you understand that. Don't worry, we are going to that. We are going to. I'm going to explain this in the simple way that you understand. Yes, I'm explaining it in a very simple way. In fact, I already have the summary. My summary is here already. So if I actually show you my summary, you'll not see that. Can you still see my screen like this?
yes, yes, I can.
Okay, yeah. So we can see we're looking at so so what this is actually trying to tell you that we are looking at a relationship where uh so I would want us to use this, but then I also what I always advise you is like try it as much as possible to actually go through the material. That is where you can actually, because the material is actually written in a very big like they just make the whole thing complex for real. It's not
Okay,
simple like.
I don't have your.
And yes, I'll share it. I'll share after the meeting. I'll share it to you. I'll share it to everybody. You understand? I'll share this to everybody to use. And so we're starting from here, and then we'll go down to this special. We have some special averages that we're going to discuss later. But then let's start from here. So now, what this simply means is like, when a data is given. So for instance, now if you look at the previous example, where okay, like this particular data now, we have the mean, we have the mode here, but we use this formula. This is a group data, right? This is a group data which the formulas are given here. We did it in the last class, and we're able to get this. So now that you have gotten that, now the in this scenario here now, it is when in a situation whereby your data is, they said, in a situation where we have a unimodal frequency curve which are skewed asymmetrically, the relationship empirical the relationship of the mean, the mode, and the median is given as follows. So now this is like a formula, right? So that means you have gotten your mean, you have gotten your mode, and then the mean minus mode is now equals to 3 open bracket mean minus and median. So now, if you look at this from the previous example, whereby we have our median, we have our mean, those examples are up there. If you go back to this data that we have previously, that is where they are taking those values from. I'm checking it to just show you, just pay attention. We look at our mean. Can you see this 45.7 is our median value? And then if you go up above our mean, our mean is 45.38. So now take note
Okay.
of these values. Now these values are given to you, right? You have these values here, which is 45. So I want to put it in Excel just to show you something. And something like this.
Oh,
I'll just show you something. So we have this 45. The 45 here is our mean, which is 45, 45.5. Sorry, 0.38. And then we have our median as so let's check down. The median is supposed to be this one. Our median here is 45, 45, 45.71. So now in this now with same data now, we are looking at that same particular data now. We are looking at our mode in that data. Do you understand? We are looking at our mode because so now in this our group data now that this is the same data. Oh. Now when they use this same particular data now, what they got for the mode is this 46. Now let's pick this 46. Uh, the mode is now 46, 46.67. So now we are looking at the empirical relationship between these guys that we are using our formula. So when we are using this formula that is giving us here, which is this guy, which is the mean minus mode is equals to 3, or the open bracket mean minus median. So now we are going to do the substitution, right? So let's do this like this. So what this simply means is that now we already have our mean, which is this guy. We have this one is this guy, and the formula is like this. This is a formula. The formula is a mean minus the mode, and then is equals to 3 open bracket mean minus median. So this is the formula. So now we're going to impute this formula. So if you look at this guy now, what we have here now, we are going to say, sorry, that person, you can off your mic. Sorry, you can off your mic. Thank you. So our mean, remember that our mean is what? 45. 45 point 45.38, which is going to minus you're going to minus with the mode. So mode is not known. So what we are looking for is the mode. We are looking for the mode in this scenario now. Is the mode we are looking for. So we keep this guy, and then we'll go to next, and then we said 3 open bracket, and then we now have our mean. Our mean is supposed to be 4.45.38, right? Minus the median. The median is now 45.71. So that is what is given to you here, right? This is what you have here. Do you understand? So now all you need to do now is to substitution now. So what this means is I am going to so let's impute this into like a formula. So the formula simply means that so if you say okay, this 4 point this now what they do here now they kind of will do like in mathematics they say cross this side. You don't want to like to move to the other side. Now when you're moving to this side now for instance you have something and n minus mean minus mode is equals to this. Now, for instance, now you have this guy, you have this mean, but you have the mean, but you don't have the mode. So you have to take this guy. You want to collect like terms. What you are doing now is simple mathematics. Collect like terms. So you want to collect it. So you have to take, and when you are doing that, you want to now make the mean. You want to now make the mode subject of the formula. That is what they did here. So now the mean is going to be here. Then it's going to be mean is now equals to mean. Sorry, mode is equals to mean equals to 3. Mean this that. So now this 45 here is for the mean. This value is for the mean minus 3. Now this is no longer equals to 3 because they are taking the mode to this other side. Only him is standing this side so that this value here that was positive, right? This value here on this other side, this value was positive, so he's still standing there. So minus 3 open bracket this. So this guy minus this. So this they will now take this minus this will give you this. Do you understand? This minus this will give you this. That's what they did here. But they can do first of all. I think they what they did. So they give it this guy, this minus this, give it this, and then they have. So now, if you don't now, what the idea they're trying to do here is now is this. Let me go back to my Excel and show you the mean they have. The mode they have in the previous data when they used that was 46.67. Let me go back to the answer when they solved this thing. It is not really the same, but it's very close to what they have before. So with this same value, what now in a case whereby the mean in a data that the mean is not actually known. For instance, there are some certain data that the mean is not given to you. You will not really get the mode. In a scenario where someone asks that, okay, how about where we have like because we are talking about we said the mode is when the number that appear the most, right? Now, but in a scenario whereby we have three numbers, four numbers appearing like this so many times, you can actually use this empirical formula to get that so that it the mean the mode is actually going to be very close. In fact, in some cases it can actually be the same. But in some cases, so if you use this formula now, it will now since you are able to get your median and you are able to get your mean, you can use this formula now, this simple formula here to compute your mode. And it will be the same answer. You get your answer and you are perfect. Are we together on that?
Oh,
Eh? Hello guys.
hello. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yes, give us.
Okay, so I should continue, right? So,
No, don't continue.
okay, what happened?
Where I'm confused is when they substituted the mode in getting the value.
When they what?
The mode in getting mode.
Okay,
Yeah, it said here that after the what's it called the mean minus mode equals after putting the values for everything and then bringing getting the value of mode. I'm quite confused
okay. So now look
how
at it.
mode.
Okay, now let's do it this way. Now let's do it now like this. Let's use formula now, right? Or should I use calculator? You understand calculator better? Let me use calculator for you. Let me use Excel because you'll be seeing the values here. So when you are using Excel for any formulas, you have to make use of this guy. So let me show you what this means. I have this 45 point. So this is equals to I have 45.38. Now the mode is not given yet, right? So I cannot there's no value for it. So even if I say minus the mode supposed to be here, so it's supposed to be x. But then this x it's not a value, so it cannot go anywhere. If it was in a paper, I can just okay, let the mode be there. Then by the time we have that, so okay now let's move on. So since we have this is like this, it's not equals to okay, let me just put the mode for you so that you can just understand this mode. It's the same thing I want to do, Sha. Let me just take it like this. So I have equals to 45 point 45 not this. So now what will happen here now is this. You have already substituted the values into this answer. So the next thing you are going to do now, I want to make the mode now subject of the formula. So I'm going to say mode is now equals to I'm taking this mode. Remember, I'm taking it now to stand alone now, so that every value now, I'm going to get everything that is. I'm collecting like terms. So everything that is number, they should go to the right hand side. Everything that is text, come to the other side. That is what I'm trying to do. So by doing this, I will now say okay, 45, 45 that is for me. 45. If I do it, so the mode is now equals to 45.38, right? Is going to minus minus now minus 3, then open bracket, then I now say 45. Now this 45 now is the mean, right? Is the mean minus again minus 45.71, which is the median from this formula here. Can you see? So I will put the 3. So this one now is the one that was supposed to be here. Then I will now put it here like this. So this is supposed to be minus, not underscore. Minus this. Then I will close my bracket like this. But this Excel, then it will just take the value and give me straight up. Then I can have something like this. This value will not go. Okay, I put multiply by. I'm supposed to put multiplication here. It give me straight answer already. Do you get in Excel? It give me straight answer. But then if you're solving on paper, you have to like. So what happened is that is why if I you see the way I just put the everything now, you give me the answer that you have here. Can you see?
Yes.
So if on it's like if you want to get it step by step, you get so what you could have now. Let's just okay now. Let's do something like this. First of all, what is inside this bracket now? It's supposed to be 45 minus 45. Let's finish with what is inside the bracket. We can say okay equals to 45 point 45.38, right, minus 45.71 minus this is what you have. You're going to have minus 0.33. Then now what are we do now? This is what is going to be inside this bracket now because I minus this to this, I get minus 0 from this. Now if I multiply this guy now, so what I have, so this the value that is here now, this 41, sorry, this 45.38 that is here is supposed to minus it with what is inside, what is in the other side, right? So that means supposed to be 3 open bracket minus 0.33, right? So now what I will now do next, I will now say equals to 45.38. I can now say, so now I have, so what I can do now, what I would do now is this. I can now multiply, I can say, okay, let me do this first step. I can say equals to minus 3 times this value now. It give me this. Do you get now? Now this one is giving me this. So what I will do now, I will now say, okay, since I have this guy,
The, the two minus will be plus.
exactly, thank you. Because minus minus, we now give what? A plus, right?
Yes.
Mhm. So this was supposed to, so this was supposed to multiply with this. This supposed to be 3. I'm going to remove this minus here. Then give you this. This is what it's supposed to give you. So now it's supposed to give you this minus because this minus is still standing. This one here. So I will now say equals to, the last answer now is going to be equals to 45.389 minus minus. You understand? If I say because it's supposed to minus and then still minusing with another value, then it will minus 0.99. Then it will give me the value. That is why I'm breaking it down like that. Can you see that it give me the value again? Here it give me the value again. When I just put everything together, it give me the value. But when I break it down step by step to this level, it give me this. Are we together? So we continue, right? Hello, any question?
Question.
You say?
No question.
Okay. Okay, so that is where we now move into the specialized average. So we have the first one is the harmonic mean. Now, they said the harmonic mean is defined as the reciprocal of the mean of reciprocal of items in a distribution. So the harmonic mean is used to measure averages rate of change, something that changes with time. So what this means is like what this is trying to tell you is this: the the harmonic mean here is just like it used is let me I will give like example that like a scenario where this can be used. For instance, this is used basically when you are calculating things like average rate, like the rate of average. Let's say if I want to know the rate of goods from last month till this month. So you can see that the rate is going to be changing. Like let's say kind of maybe the dollar and naira rate and all that. And also you want to calculate things like cost per unit. I will look at the maybe you want to buy goods like you want to buy phones, and one item or maybe one phone is 20,000, and you are buying like 50. So you need to calculate your cost per unit. And if you look at it, the cost per unit is going to change, right? The rate is going to change. For instance, the phone that you buy today for 20,000 naira, tomorrow maybe 25. Next week maybe next week maybe even 30,000. Next week maybe even 50K. So that is when the harmonic mean is used. Actually used to measure average rate of change. Some that change with, stuff like that. Are we together? So
Yes.
that is why they gave us like a simple example. Say, uh, what is this? Zaki is one of the what is Zaki is one of the popular fermented beverage drinks in northern Nigeria, right? And to manufacture the Kunun Zaki, the cost of the ingredient per kilogram will serve as the mixture as follows. So this example we are using to like study this. So we have the millet, which is nine naira. This is in naira. We have guinea corn, which is 6 naira. We have sugar, 3 naira. We have spice, which is 2 naira. So we want to calculate the harmonic mean. So the harmonic mean has a formula, right? So the formula is the n. The n here is the total number of what items. So if you look at the total number of items means we have one, two, three, four, right? One, two, three, four items. One, two, three, four. That is the total output. That is one, two, three, four items. So the m is it represent the four, and then summation of one over x. So now what is x? X is this. Each of these items is x. That is your x1, x2, x3, x4. Do you understand? We have x1, which is this is x1, x2, x3, x4. So now summation of it, right? So that is why. So now how you can solve something like this now is to you now have. So if you look at this now, are we together?
Yes.
Okay. So and I have. So this is the just. I keep telling you that if you want to forget anything, don't forget the formula. Because once you know the formula, you can just substitute. For real, it's very simple. Once the formula is, you know the formula, you can just like substitute the formula, like the values into the formula. So now you know that the m is 4, right? So now you now put 1/1/9, 1/6, 1/3, and 1/2.
Hmm?
So we move down. So it continues to this level. So this is equals to 4 is still the m there. And then we have, so now if you add up this,
Please, please go back up.
what?
Please go back up.
Here,
The formula, the initial formula. Go go.
and this is the formula.
So it says summation of, is that summation? That
Yeah,
is
this is summation and sigma. This sigma sign means summation. Sum.
okay.
That's the
Okay.
sigma sign.
1/xi. Is that xi? What
No,
is the
this is
meaning?
1 all over x. 1.
All
So,
over x.
yes. So what this means is like 1 over x. Now the x can be multiple x. That means you can have x1, x2, x3, x4. So x is just representing this values here, 1, 2, 3, 4. So that is why the x1 is 9, x2 is 3 is 6, x4 is 3, x3 is 3, and x4 is 2. That's what they have there,
Okay.
right? So now we need to now so since we have this now, we need to now compute our reciprocal, because if you say the formula of this thing, the definition of this said that the harmonic mean is defined as the reciprocal of the mean or reciprocal of items. So now let's go down now, you understand. So if you look at this now, if you add this, if you now add 9 plus 6 plus 3 plus 2, abi,
Mm-hmm.
what do we have?
It should give us 20.
Give out 20, abi.
Am I right?
That's 9, 6, that's 15.
Yeah, 20.
Yeah, plus 20, that's 20, right? So now, but what we are going to do here now, let's say, if we divide this guy now, divide 1 divided by 6, 1 divided by 6, we'll do it 1, 1 like each item. 1 divided by 9, we have this, right? So if you do it that
Nine.
way, you just, so you guys know, you know what is called the uh, LCM?
No.
No.
Like, no, okay, now from where we have this data now, we know we are trying to add this guy, and then we have to get the most common denominator of this division. And there's what is called in maths that they say we have like LCM, right? Sorry,
Yeah.
Right.
hello?
Hello. Yeah, with you.
Oh, my network. Network. Hello? Okay, so sorry, I was asking a question, right?
Yeah.
You asking a question.
Yes.
He
Okay,
asked
so
if we knew
You are
what
yes, I
coming
was
more.
combination
asking
like that.
about the common, like, now this
What
data you
one?
have here now, right? We are looking at the common denominator of this data, of these guys here, 9. So what it means, like, what the LCM means like this. No, we have 9, you have 6, you have 7. So what is actually common when you multiply it by 2? For instance, if I multiply 9 by 2, right? I will get I will if I'm 9 multiplied by 2. Now multiply by 2, what do you get? Let me show you what it means.
18.
18.
Thank you. You get 18, right? I will get 18. So if I multiply 6 by 2, I get 12. Abi?
Yeah.
Thank
By
you.
two.
Mm-hmm.
Then if I do,
Ahmad, please mute your mic.
you get sorry, you get 18. If you multiply this by 3, you get 18. So now what it means, like, inside this guy, I'm still going to get 18. If I'm are you getting me? I want
Following.
to tell you why they get this 18 here, this 18 that you have here. Because
Okay.
do you understand? I want to tell you why we get this 18. So they actually use what they use here now is a common or denominator that they use. So what happens is this. So if I do 9 times 2, I get 18, right? That's 9. So I've already got to my 18. So what means is, like, if I put 9 here, the next thing, 9 times 2, I get 18. You understand? 9 times 3. If I do 9 times 3 now, 9 times 3,
27.
I will get 27, right? So what it means is, like, if I want to multiply this, let's say I want to start from 9 times 1, I get 9. Sorry, 9 times 1, 9 times 1, I get 9. I'll put the 9. So you keep doing, like, so now you look at what is common among these guys from all the numbers. That is what it means, the common denominator. So if let me just do it in Excel and just show you where how we get that value. So the first one we're starting from 9, right? We have 9, we have 6, and then we have 3, and then we have 2. So if I want to get this now, if I say 9 times 2, 9 times 1, I get 9. I get 9. 9 times 2, I will get 18. I already gotten 18 here. And I get 9 times 3, I will get 27. I don't want to move further with this because I've seen 18. So let me say, okay, 6 times 2, 6 times 1, I get 6. And 6 times, so it's just like this one, you don't have to do this, if you already know small maths, you don't have to do this and break it down. Just break it so that you can understand what I'm saying.
Hello, sir.
What?
Hello, sir.
Yes?
They used LCM of that 18 to multiply throughout of all these numbers.
Is what?
They used LCM, as you said. Do you get me?
No, I didn't hear.
I said they used in the example that you are telling us now. They used LCM of 18 to multiply 1 over 9, 1 over 6, 1 over 3, 1 over 4. That's where they arrived having that.
Exactly. So now I'm just, if they do
Understand
it,
that.
sorry.
Yeah, we understand that. We understand that statement. Me, I understand.
Okay, you understand it now. It's fine. But I'm just trying to just break the whole thing to get. I'm just trying to use the term that I'm using just to break it down. So what is common here? Like if I do this times 2, you give me 12, and then this times 3 give me 18. You can see I also have 18 here. If I do 3 times 1, I get 3. 3 times 2, I get 6. And then 3 times 3, you get like 9. And then 3 times 4 will give you 12. And 3 times 15, 3 times 5 will give you 15. And then the 3 times 6 will give you 18 again. I have 18 here. Do you understand? So if you do this one now to another level, you have, so it means this 18 actually, it's common among all of them. If you look at it inside 19 now, I cannot get 15 here. I can't get 15 here, right? I can't get 15. I can't get 15 here. I can't get 15 inside this number. But I have
I don't
18 here.
understand.
I have 18 here. I have 18 here. Do you understand? So if we do this guy to this level, we still have 18. So that's why they have 18. And so now remember, the formula was telling you that the reciprocal of it. So what it means is, like, I am going to I will now turn this one. Now this one was down here. One divided by this one. So I'm going to turn this one. I'm going to, like, reciprocate the whole thing, turn it up, and then it's going to be the same. After I've gotten this common denominator here, which is 18. I've gotten this one. Yeah, so we now add the value 1, 2, 3. This one will give you 4 divided by this divided by 4. So what you're going to do now, should I continue? Did you understand what I mean by that? So I can continue.
For one, I don't understand for example,
So
18,
if you
2
are
plus
not
3
talking at
plus
the
6 plus
moment, you
9.
can off the mic because maybe somebody is want to talk. It's person will not be able to. Hello?
Can I talk?
Yes, talk.
Okay. I said, I don't understand from this. I understand to 4 all over 1.9, all the 1 over x. So where I'm confused is from
You understand the formula. You understand to this level.
4 over 2 plus 3 plus 6 plus 9 over 18. What's with the 18? Ah,
You say?
can you hear me?
Yes.
I said, how they got the common denominator, I don't understand. And I don't understand the 2 plus 3 plus 6 plus 9. How did they get that those figures from
This
1
one,
over 9, 1 over 6, 1 over 3? Do you understand?
these figures,
Hello?
the 2 plus 3 plus 6 plus 9.
Yes.
Now, I'm saying that this is,
Hello?
yeah, I'm getting you. I'm getting it. I'm getting you. Continue.
Okay, what I'm saying is, how did they get from 1 over 9, 1 over 6, 1 over 3 plus 1 over 2? How did they bring that up? Or why did they bring that up as the numerator, then the 18? How did they?
Now,
I
if
don't
you look
understand the
at your
common.
formula, if you look at the definition of this, it's saying that this is defined as the reciprocal of the mean of the reciprocal of the item. So it means like if I have something like this, when you say relationship is uh respect, when somebody say respect is reciprocal, it means you respect me, I respect you. So that means what you have here now, you turn it upside down. That is what it means. That is what they are doing there. So it is the same now. So, but now when you turn it like this now, right? So what this guy means is like from when it was here, you see it 966 to this level, then it get to this point from here. Do you understand? So it's the same number. This one that you have here, you bring it up here. You put this LCM down.
Hello?
Yes,
Okay.
Hello.
yes.
You understand now? You can continue. Hello, sir.
Yes, I can hear you. Is there a question?
No, I understand now.
Okay. So let me
Hello?
take to explain this
You
to
were explaining.
I should explain it again. So I have we are going to do the next step as let's say I have one. I have one divided by 9, right? And then I also have it's giving me as bit. This is 4. So let's go back to this guy. 1 divided by now. If you do this 1 divided by now, sorry, 1 divided by 9, and 9 to the last one, which it's giving me, like says for, uh, it's giving me, where's this formula? So I have this. So I actually wanted this to be just this. It's giving me as custom value. Okay. I'm not giving me as normal text. I'll just put hash to just get what I'm doing. Okay. Let me just explain it to you from here. So now, from the definition of this, it means like you are going to, when you get to this, look at this from this formula now. You have done this one. You have done this first step, which I said we are taking this value, this 18 now is actually the common, the our LCM that which we have gotten, right? So now you just like 2 divided by 18, 3 divided by 18, and 6 divided by 18, and 9 divided by 18. That's why they just put everything here to say, okay, 2 plus 3 plus 5 and 6 plus, because what is meaning like you have now reciprocated, you turn the whole thing the other side. This same value say you turn it, you take it up and you turn this other way. Then you now put it like that, and then you have this 2 plus 3 plus 5 plus this. And that's why they have gotten this one 20 over 18. Do you understand?
No, but
Okay.
for the sake of just
Eh,
just go on. I don't understand the 18. I don't understand it, but maybe I'll check it later.
okay.
Let me not
Let,
draw the
let's
first
now go
part.
to 18, right? Let's not do the 18. If I have something like this, right? If you do, because this 18 now, the person that was trying to explain how to get the 18 without using the LCM, maybe the person can put that in the chat, because like simple as I know is like the LCM that gives me that. But the person can just put that in the chat and it can just give us that. Okay, so when you get to, let's say from this point now, how they get this to this point? I think somebody wants to say something. Please, are we using scientific calculator in the exam? I don't think so. Somebody said no. So okay, so from this level now we have we have 4. We have 4 divided by 20 divided by 20. So at this point now, what we are going to do now, we are going to divide it by the fraction. You understand? We are going to divide it by the fraction. And that fraction means like we're going to multiply it by the reciprocal value, which is this 20. So we what we are going to do now, we are going to now take the 4. This value is like this, we have this 4. 4 divide by, I want to write, I don't know how to write this in Excel that actually give you that. But it's actually what is here. So we are actually going to divide it by the, we are going to we're going to divide it by the fraction. And then by the fraction, what it means is like we're going to multiply this by its reciprocal, which is what? 8. So that is what actually got this one. So 14, sorry, the 4 multiplied by 8. is going to give you 72, and then you divide it by 2, and then by divide it by 20, and it will give you this. So this is actually, see, when you get to this point, just like I said, if you take the LCM of this value and you reciprocate, you just want to just reciprocate the value, you are going to, you already got into the final post stop already. Sincerely, like I said, if you understand the formula here, one thing about mathematics is like there are some formulas that you cannot. For instance, now, if it's a real maths now, the person that did maths, me, I did statistics, but then I'm not going to, I cannot prove this. But there are people that they can prove this thing like from step to step to get to arrive at this. So this formula for you now is for you. All you need to do now is to cram this formula, right? Because you cannot derive this formula from how it got to this level. But then it's a formula that is given to you. So just cram the formula and have it in your head. And you just use it to solve if there's a question for it. And if there's no question, you can still leave it like that. And then you move on. But it's actually, so once, like I said, once you get the answer and you get the formula in your head, you'll be able to solve this question. Sincerely. So there's another formula for this guy. Understand? There's another formula for harmonic mean when the data is grouped. Remember, we have group and ungroup data. When the data is grouped is different from when the data is not grouped. So, like for instance, this particular data now is the same example that we have from the previous ones, like this. Sorry, if you look at this same example that we're using since we started the measure of central tendency, the group data, this guy, I think is this is it. Understand? So we are still using that data to get our harmonic mean, which is as a group data. So where is that for? I think I'll pass that level. How do I click this thing? I'm supposed to be on 55, page 55. Okay, yeah. Page 55 should be around here. Okay, so we're looking for a group data. So this is a group data, and this is the formula. 1 over this. So this is F1, F2, F3. Now this F1, F2, F3 is a frequency. This is a, and so I have X1, X2, X3, which is going to be your class mark. Do you understand? You're going to be your class mark 1, 2, 3. And how did you get your class mark? Like I explained in the previous video. I'm going to, for me to get my class mark, how they get 15 here? They are solving it now. So how they get the 15 is divide 10 plus 20. Divide it by 2 to give you 15. And then you have 20 plus 30, you give you 50 divided by 2, give you 25. 30 plus 40 divided by 1, 2, give you 35. That's what it means. So the frequency, you bring it here. So that's what it means by that. So your frequency. So now, if you look at it now in the formula that they are giving to you, all you need to do now to substitute your n here is what? So this is the sigma f divided by x. The x here now is what? The class mark. Understand the class mark. So and this sigma f means is going to be the summation of what? The frequency. So you have frequency 2, 4, 5 to what? This 3. So you add it up. So this is what they have here. Can you see this? So the class mark is 1, 5. So here what they have this divide by this divide by this divide. This one is very straightforward. Sincerely, this one is very straightforward, no issue. So by the time you do this now, you can see you have 6, 2 divided by 15. So this 15 now is your class mark. See where it's coming from. 15. The 2 is the frequency here because the formula is sigma what? F divided by x. So this is sigma 1 each of them. So I now have 2 divided by 15, 4 divided by 25, 3 divided by 35. Then when I divide these guys, I'm going to get this to this level. So when I add this together, right? I will add this thing together. Then what do you have? So let's say you do where is calculator now? I have one. divided by 26. So the 26 now. So where is the m here is 26. So how did you get the m, the 26? I want somebody to tell me how they get the 26. Are we still together? Maybe I'm only alone in this meeting. Some persons are still here now. So sorry, how do you get the 25? Like, let me know that you guys understand this thing.
What 25, please?
Sorry, 26. This 26. How do you get it? How do you get our n as 26?
Um,
Can you scroll down a bit, please?
is that the
Down or
the
up?
frequency added together? The summation.
The frequency added together, right?
Yes.
Perfect.
Yes.
Perfect. So when you add the frequency together, this first in notebook. When you add the frequency together, you get the n. So if you add this to this, you get 26. Do you understand? That is how you get this guy. So you now put it here. So this is the frequency. So what happened here? You now do, if I do this divided by this is supposed to be approximately this. Sorry. So you have this divided by this divided by this divided by this divided by this, and then you have all this together. So we add up this guy. Let's calculate
Please, I have a
this.
question.
Okay, you have a question? Go ahead.
Yes, I have a question.
Okay.
Does it mean that the formula for the previous example that you just did, the one for the millet, guinea corn, sugar and spice, is different from this? This
Yes.
one that we are talking about is for grouped data. The
Yeah.
other one was also grouped as well.
No, this is on group data. This data is not grouped. It's on group data because all the items are
I thought
listed like
probably
this.
I thought probably you could in a tabular form. That's when you call it
No,
a grouped data.
a group data is data that is classified into a class interval. What I mean class interval is like this, right? It
Okay,
means, so
okay.
for instance, I'm talking about people that their age are from 10 to 20. So the system says, okay, people that their age fall between 10 to 20, there are only two people. People that their age fall between 20 to 30,
Take good
there are
one.
four. Do you understand? So this is like you have grouping people. You are grouping people. Maybe like what you have here, like this is what I'm talking about cells. So we have about 10 to 20 cells. Two. We have 20 to 34. We have 30 to 45 to 43. So it's a group data. So we are grouping it by cells, all those things. So but this one, it just listed the data for you. Straightforward. One, two, three, four. So that is not good. So someone said that they said we can go into the exam hall with calculators, but not scientific. So, but I don't know what that means, how possible it is. Either if you take your scientific calculator, they say no, but I think you need your scientific calculator to actually do this log whatever. Because this log reading thing is not funny for real. It's not funny. All right. So, and one of the mean is also geometric mean. we have the geometric mean too. So they said the geometric mean used to measure the average rate of change of growth for some quantity, computed by taking the nth root of the product of n value representing change. So it is represented by a symbol called the G or the GM. So the GM for geometric mean. So I can say that the geometric mean here in practical way, you can use it to you can use this guy to measure things like just like they said, it used to measure the growth rate, how something is increasing, and also the interest rate, and also the return of investment. People that are into real estate, all these things. Percentage increase or business performance over time. So we're just looking at this to make that's what I think somebody said in the group that he has not seen where they use the logarithm for anything. And sincerely it is so most of the system you see, right, working, all those most of the system, your apps, all those investment apps you see, they use formulas to make these things to work for you like that. Just like you don't use it. You are just an end user. So you don't know the what is done at the back end. You understand? So they use all those kind of calculations to all those kind of formulas to calculate that. So it's very simple. So this one too has a formula. So for instance, you have x1, x2, x3. So the x1 here just is observations. So we are talking about values. So you have value 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 like that to any x value that you have. So here you are taking the root. You understand the n root of the square root of x1, x2, x3. You understand? So this formula of geometric mean can further be simplified into this form. So you have this, or the GM is equals to this divided by m2. So you're going to raise to the power of 1 over by m2. So that is where they are taking the logarithm of both sides. So this is where I think someone asked this question in the group. So I think they give us example. So if you look at the formula here, formula it's actually kind of proving the formula to arrive at the answer. So this will be the BD like your GM at the end of the day supposed to be this. Do you understand? But like I said, if you have the calculator now, I'll show you how this is actually going to be done on the calculator. Very simple. So let's assume you have to calculate the geometric mean of the following number. We have 6, 4, 3, and 5. Right? So this is the values. We give you 5, 6, 4, and 5 to get. So by having this, we now take the antilog of 1 over by n and sigma log x. So log x now is, we have x1, x2, x3, x4. So we're going to add all the logs together, right? So if you see now, if you see log 6 is what? This, so if you punch your calculator, you get this straight up. You're going to get this value. You're going to get this value. So this to give you that. This will give you that. And also, I think I've also downloaded the anti-log table that I can show you what that means. So if you don't have the calculator but you have the log table, how it can actually work. So if you look at this if you look at this log table, like logarithm table, it starts from 1.0, right? This is 1.0. It actually stop at 9.9. That's how the logarithm table is. Stop from 9.9. So you are looking at log 6. If you check log 6 now, let me show you what that means in that example that we are using. How is this now? Minimizing. Okay, it's supposed to be like this. So I have this guy. So I just want to take it like this. So let's say now, if you look at the formula that you have, you're supposed to check log 6. Now on this table now, log 6 is supposed to be 6.0. Now if I do the logarithm table, right? So if I check log 6.0, log 6.0 will give me 0.772. That is under log 6.0, that is under 0 here. From here to give me this. This is log 4 now. If I check log 4, if I go back to 4.0, it will give me this value. Can you see? It will give me this value that was on the table. But again, like I said, if you punch your calculator, if somebody have calculator can punch it and then we get the same value, sincerely. So log 5, I think the other one is 3. That is 3.0. 3.0 will give us 0.4. Can you see? It don't give us 0.4771 on the table. Then the last one is supposed to be uh, log 7. That is 7.0. Supposed to be 0.8451. So everything is just substitution. You already got in the values. So you add up these values and you have this. Sincerely, you have this guy. So by the time you do this, you do this multiply by this, you get divide by 4. It will give you this value. Then you now take the anti-log. The anti-log is should be on your calculator too. I don't know that this calculator have scientific calculator on it. I don't know. Do we have it? Scientific, yeah. So I have the scientific calculator here. Can you see log? So if I do, I want to clean up this. I said log 6, 6 log. Can you see? It gives me this. Can you see on the calculator now? It gives me this too. Scientific calculator. So if I that is why if I do that, all this will give me that.
Sorry, please. Your screen is not moving, so I'm not able to see the log thing with the log table you are using. Since you said we can't use scientific calculator, so it would be best if
Okay,
we understand how you are doing it.
okay. Is it moving now?
Is the calculator I can see now?
Wow, that means my system is kind of hanging. I don't know. Can it move now? Can you see it now? Is it just that
Not
person
yet.
or the two people?
It's still that decimal on calculator scientific that is showing.
Oh my god. But my screen is actually showing here on my own end because I have a preview of that screen and it's moving where. Is it just her or other people too have the same issue? So I will know what to do.
I'm having the same issue as well.
Okay, so I'll stop presenting and then I'll present again. So how about now? This is the same issue. This is the same issue.
Nothing is showing for now. Okay, yeah, we can see the notes now.
You can see the note now. Okay.
I see the material. Okay, you've removed it.
Okay. So, I want to share. Okay, I'm sharing. Is it better now? Was not so completely. Kai, part.
I don't understand. What did
Why the network is bad? They go. Hello, I'm back. So, can you see my screen
Yeah, we
now
can hear
better?
you.
Okay, can you see my screen also?
Yeah.
yes.
Okay, so yeah, so let me explain the table where I was showing the table. So look at this is the anti-log. Sorry, this is the yeah. Sorry, this is the log table, right? This is the log table. So if you're looking for log six, you check on the table. You have 6.0. This 6.0 we give you this guy, right? Give you this, and then this log four. You check 4.0. 4.0 we give you 0.621, and then log 3 is going to be 3.0, which is 0.477. Then to give you that, add it all together, and then multiply 1 multiplied by 2 divided by 4, just like 2.7 divided by 4. If I do that with my calculator like this, I will have this. So by the time I get the log from that table, I add it up together and I have 2.702 25. So that is
Okay. Please,
2.7025.
I have a question.
Okay, okay.
Okay, so that we won't just go back. The I don't know, the log table was moving slowly, but it's fine. So for example, for this log six now, when I go to log six, what do I look by the side, like to my left? No, there's 1.0 and the like. So where do I go to get this 0.7782?
How to get
Do you get what I'm
zero
saying?
point 0.7782? Okay, because it's
Yeah,
log
so
six.
on top you have seen log six. Yeah, then where do you trace to get this number?
Log 6. Okay, log 6 9, that is going to be. Now check on this n. This is n. So check down here. So
Please, can you minimize your calculator
my calculator is not
so that we
showing.
can
I
see
think
your
it's
log?
network issue because what I'm showing you is the log table
Okay,
and the issue. Okay? I don't. I'm showing this log table. I think this is a network thing.
okay.
Can you see the two? My what are the two things on my table? The material and the log table.
Yeah, so I can see the material and the log table, but the calculator now is on top of the log table from my own end.
The
So I
calculators
don't know
now.
whether it's my network.
I close it. The calculators I've closed it already. Can you still see?
I think on your own end because I can't see any calculator.
Exactly. Can
Okay, okay. So it's fine. So you can continue.
okay. So what I'm saying is, you check. So now log six is now going to check on this n. Now I check six. Now this value here, the n here, is start from 1.0 to 9.00. So sincerely, the log that is valid, they are now going to give you a log. They are nobody's going to ask for log 10. It is not possible to get it. It's not on the table. So if that value is going to be there, it's going to be already valid, the valid table. So but now from here now you can see I have log one and log six now is going to be six. If you check on your data now, can you see six 6.0. 6.0 is here. It will give you 0.772, right? Is the person that asked the question saying that what I'm doing?
Yes, 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 I am.
And
I'm with
so
you.
log 4 now, log 4, you check on this same column of n, you can see then 4.0. 4.0 give you 0.6021, which is this one. Then log 3 is going to be 3.0. Then it's going to be 0.771. Right, that's what they're going to give you. Now, there's another table which we have to browse.
Get now, I understand.
Yeah,
Thank
I don't
you.
have the anti-log table, but there's another table which is an anti-log that you have to check the number and the difference. Then it will give you this final answer. If I check the anti-log of this, it should give me this, what it said. But the anti-log is simply is all the same thing as now you have this guy, you are going to raise this number. You're going to raise them to the to this particular number. It will give you this. That's what it means. Just like I have this. So if I want to get so what they're saying is anti-log of this. It's the same thing of saying something like where's my calculator? Let me open calculator and show you. If I do 10, sorry, I'm going to do, this is 10 raised to the power of 0.6756. I'm supposed to input the value. Okay, 0 point. This calculator is not scientific enough. 6. What about this? Can you see the answer? Can you get the answer? So this is actually what it means for the calculator. So you raise that number. So this is just the anti-log of what the answer you got from here. So how you get to this level is when you get all the log. If I have the now this, that's what I'm saying, that if you get this formula, substitute, like want to just substitute is very going to be very easy. Trust me. Get the formula. So once I put the log, you can, if you have the calculator with you, just punch log now. See, if I do on my calculator now, uh I'm going to say log. Where is log? Log 6. Sorry, I have to put the log here. I'm going to set 6 log. It give me 0.662. It's just the same thing. And then I'll clear this and I will do it for the other one. It's going to be 4 log. It's going to give me 0.21, 0.602. So you can see the calculator can still give you the value. So now by the time you do that, you add up the whole values here, divide it by 4. When you divide it by 4, it will give you this value. Then this value is going to take the anti-log of it to give you the answer. For real. Do you guys understand? So the guys why I said the anti-log here now. There's another table for anti-log. But then for you to get this answer, we can just take 10 raised to the power of this value here. We give you the anti-log. Are we together? I think this is what they gave us assignment on too. I know some of you have submitted assignment.
Not all of us, so not yet. The deadline is still, I think, 3rd
Hello
of
guys, are we
December.
still together?
So let me ask you, yes, we are together. So let me ask you a question. So for this assignment that they gave us as
I have a
regards what you
summary
are
of
explaining to us
this
now.
that I've now actually shared with you
Hello,
guys,
can you hear me?
which are kind of explain this thing, this simple thing. Just trying to explain it to you. So this harmonic mean, and then this
Sorry, please, can you hear me?
anti-log, and then
Hello, panel.
hello, are we still together? It seems like I can't hear anybody.
Can you hear us now?
Wait, is it my mic? I don't understand. Hello? Hello? Can I hear you guys? I think the
We
network
can
is.
hear you. Can
Yes,
you hear
we
us?
Okay,
can
yeah,
hear
yeah.
you.
Okay, yeah, sorry. It was my mic. My mic was low. I didn't know. I kind of touched it, so it went down.
He was asking you a question.
Okay, sorry.
Okay, so I was asking you a question as regards this assignment that was given to us. So how do we do these calculation questions? Because we have to show work example. So are we to solve it like in a sheet of paper and snap it, or how do we do all these formulas on Word, or how
Now,
do we go
if
about
you
it?
browse the assignment, yeah, it will give you. If you browse this assignment, uh, it will actually give you the answer. It's you just copy and paste and just do it. Abi, browse the assignment, put a question like this.
What do you mean by browse?
It's a
Okay,
research
like
work.
put a question